Hello, people who follow my channel, if there are any of you. This is going to be my first Let's Play. This is a game, as you can probably tell, called Space Tyrant. This is a tactical 5X strategy game, which, as I understand, is pretty funny. But I guess we'll have to see. As I have not played this game before, this is going to be a completely blind playthrough. This is made by a company called Blue Wizard Digital, and as a disclaimer in case I sing this game's praises, I did get this for free, but I obviously, I have some integrity. I'm not going to let that completely change the way I feel about it. I'm not a monster. This game is available on Steam right now for $19.99. That's US dollars. I see that it's getting really great reviews. There are some recommendations from Total Biscuit, Rock Paper Shotgun called it really good, and there are a couple of other reviews on there that seem to suggest that this game is pretty solid. So. Let's just give it a shot and let's see how it goes.
Sowing galactic chaos comes so very easily to a space tyrant. Warping minds, inciting petty wars. Such schemes never fail to amuse, even in life as long as the stars. Interrupting this blissful reverie bursts the Astron ambassador with a list of absurd demands.
Stop meddling with vassal empires. Respect galactic order. Pay your space parking tickets.
The sharp blast of my disintegrator cut off his blustering speech mid-sentence. Such insolence cannot go unpunished. Clearly the time has come to crush the Astron Imperium. Casting my mind across the stars of the hoplite clans, I quickly find a leader who chafed at Astron law. Full of resentment, hate, and apparently steroids, he will be my first tool to shatter the Imperium.
Alright, so here we are. Listen not to the lamentations of your citizens, rather focus your mind on your enemies. From the Tomes of Tyranny, Book 3, Chapter 20. Sounds like a great book. I'd read it. Let's take a look at... I guess I have to do the tutorial missions. And 1 difficulty star, cool little brain icon. Sometimes you just have to nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Plan your missions carefully. Getting a reward you'll never use is dangerous and wasteful. Using your commander's power in combat will inspire the fleet. I do like these tips. Alright. So, click your fleet to select it. Click a neighboring planet to move your fleet. It seems pretty basic. Just left click on here to go ahead. Asteroid. As cold and lonely as space itself, asteroids have no value beyond their location. So I guess that's just a spot you travel to. Let's take a look at going to this planet. Click on... Oh, I have to end my turn. Right. Okay.
Tonight we dine in space hell.
Okay, so in combat your fleet's always on the left. Ships in your fleet fire automatically, but a special ability is available if you have enough energy. Clicking on a ship will unleash your special power. Some fire instantly. Others require you to target a specific ship. Ships can also be clicked to repair breaches. Okay. Or fire again if inspired by the commander. The steroid-ridden commander. Alright, let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, so definitely these ships are... So they build up energy in their little lightning bolts. and then it seems that you click them and they'll fire at an enemy automatically. It doesn't seem like you can target a specific enemy, but that was a very brief battle. It's going to be hard to tell until I get into another one.
Slaves should know their place.
The struggle is real. Let's take a look. So, we have captured the city, backbone of the civilized verse. So they'll produce credits. So it's a lot like a game like Civilization. The land that you own will produce for you as you play through the other parts of the game. So it seems like the exploration part of capturing planets in this game is going to be important to be able to keep myself in the green, as they say. So the lab is the haven for madmen and geniuses alike, and they produce research. Oh yeah, so that portion of it is very similar to a Civilization game. I'm noticing that when this comes up, it's saying things like processing turns for space pirates and things like that. So it'd be interesting to see who I run into as I move through this space. I'll shoot, I mean it, Shocktopus. Well, good luck. This is a tutorial level. There's no way I can lose. Ha ha ha, he said before he died. So, yeah, they do wait for me to click them, but then they will lose energy somehow. Oh no, they'll shoot automatically if I don't click them, it seems like. Ooh, didn't mean to skip that. Stone hair is level 2. Oh, I didn't realize I was a rabbit. I mean, that's get those nice ears there. It's a nice little drawing. Okay, great. So the fleet size must be determined by the level of who you play. I wonder if you get, well, I mean, I would assume you get different characters throughout the campaign of this. Fleet action, invade planet. We've already done that. Most planets have defense and must be invaded. Click to roll the invasion die. If you roll higher than the defense, you win. Ba-bing. Planets are automatically explored after capture. Exploration yields many bonuses. And dangers. Alright. Roll this dice. 4 damage. It's easy as that, folks. This game's a cakewalk. It's going to be an easy one. Okay, living experiments. Among the strange and varied experiments on this station, you come across a grotesque predator locked in a cage. What will you do with it? I'm gonna take it as a pet. It grudgingly accepts a collar and you bring it aboard your ship. Its presence by your side will surely be valuable in the future. New trait, pet. Alright. Well now, in turn. So now this lab will be producing research for me, which, as it says here, will help unlock new technologies. So in one turn, it says I'll have a new breakthrough. So that'll be fun to see. And keep on moving on. Greenfoot. To me, brothers! I mean, let's go. What do you got? So... I know I should have noticed this before. The lightning bolts up here are the commander's energy, and as I click on these people, I'm inspiring them with the commander to do extra or bonus damage or extra attacks. Hold me close, my brethren. Okay, so fleet action, invade planet, and this is an industrialized gold mine, so it'll give me a big bonus on the gold that I'm collecting. I really like how this game is constructed like a board game. It's my favorite part of 4X, 5X games. I really love Civilization for that reason. And of course, Victory. Here we go. Galaxies come and go, but a tyrant always remains. Tomes of Tyranny, Book 1, Chapter 1. Be interesting to see what that entire book looks like. I bet it's a lot of smarmy bullshit like that. I mean, smarmy bullshit in the nicest way possible. Okay. Don't play your combat tactics prematurely. Wait for the opportune moment. Income and the shipyard. Planets you control will produce credits, research, or crystals each turn. Credits are used to buy ships from the shipyard. To access the shipyard, select your fleet and click the shipyard button, or double-click a fleet. Ship platforms rise with ships you can afford. Click and drag the ships on the tiles to the fleet grid. Ships moved off the grid will be added to your surplus. The surplus must be emptied before exiting the shipyard. Alright, I mean, we knew some of that already from sort of figuring it out in the previous screen. But let's see if we can put it into action. I didn't hire anybody. Probably a mistake. Probably wanted me to do that. Totally fine. I'm sure my guys will make it. They're tough guys. Yeah, so they definitely attack on their own. And these two ships seem to be healing ships, and these two are just regular attack ships. But yeah, just by virtue of the fact that I can click them with my hair energy, gives them a bit of a boost. Great.
Nothing tops the Megaton Punch.
So, about this new government. I have to give the good guys the sniveling voice every time because they are my enemies. So, invade this prison planet. Simple as that, folks. Saw it here first. This is dead simple. Inside an abandoned factory, you find operational droids mindlessly fussing away at a spotless interior. What will you do with them? Well, I don't have what I need for whatever this one would be. Weld lasers to their head and wire them into the defense net. That's pretty good. Smash them up and use them for parts. I like the idea of robots with lasers, so I'm going to pay the 10 gold. Oh, great. Perfect. So, applying the lasers, your technicians trip an attack circuit. The robots, now with lasers, wreak havoc in the fleet. Reward: 1 ship destroyed. Sounds like a reward to me. Sounds great. Thanks. Alright. I'm gonna go with this one. Looks like resources. We will never be defeated. Clack. Oh, wow, come on. This is easy. I'm obviously this is still tutorial stuff, so it's not going to be hard. Oh, what I mean, I did just lose a ship. So I mean, that says a lot about my expectations. Your weakness offends me. So about this new government. Oh, okay. Here's something I didn't notice. I'm a different character now. I'll have to look at him in a second. Oh. Maybe I'm not a new character. Oh, okay, I see. Old Bosun. Oh. So, this guy's in the shipyard, and my other boy's out traveling the space. I don't know if I missed something or if it didn't explain that, but I feel pretty dumb for not having seen it. And I discovered nothing on this planet. Perfect. Oh, yeah, here are my guys. Great. So, I mean, let's put a couple of people on here. And now, can I... Oh, I'll have to end my turn. Well, we'll try and move them in 2 different directions next time to see what they actually look like if they split up. Cards and crystals. Cards are fueled by crystals. To play a card, hover over the one you want, then click on it. Some are played instantly. Others require you to target a planet or a fleet. The more crystal worlds you control, the more cards you can play. Alright. Well, I control a crystal world up here. So I assume that means I can play a card. 15 credits per turn for 4 turns. That makes sense. That's one of the ones that would be automatically activated. So let's bring my hares over to a city to fight Slick. Here we go. He looks like he would smell terrible and be wet all the time. I mean, it's 5 ships against 2, buddy. I don't know what you're expecting here. Blast him in orbit, boys. Show him what Stone Air's made of. Space is a harsh mistress. I'm sure I'm giving them different voices every time, it doesn't matter. Stonehair, level 2. Okay, so I guess the levels don't carry over between scenarios, or maybe that's just for the tutorial. But I would hope that I would gain something for playing through the game incrementally. Subjugate City. Unable to see your obvious greatness, the people of this world resent their new overlord. How will you bring them into line? Well, by trade, I am a designer, so I'm going to use propaganda. Weaving a mesmerizing web of half-truths and distortions, the populace comes to realize the true majesty of your empire. Recruitment offices cannot keep up with the flood of new officers. Reward: 3 frigates. Hell yeah. Propaganda has always worked, honestly. It's a gold standard for controlling people. As is advertising today. He said non-cynically. Alright, no, yeah, so we can send 2 separate fleets out at the same time, which is pretty great. Scrunto. Scrunto's a pretty great name. He looks like a Scrunto. Oh, I forgot that we had lost a ship in the last fight with this guy. Or the last fight with Old Bosun. So maybe this would be a little trickier than I would hope, but... Oh my god. Okay. So he has lasers. That's fun fact. Didn't know about that. Okay. So, Seal Breach came up while I was playing. I assume that means that my ship was damaged. I had to click on it to repair it, and that's one of the things that they described in the earlier tutorial portion. And Bosun has leveled up. Shouldn't messed around with my Bosun, boys. Oh, so this is the first time that I haven't actually captured on the first turn, so I assume that means I'll have to wait for the next turn and try to do more damage to it before I can actually grab that planet. Mercenaries. Gain 1 invasion die for this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use that next time, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to just capture it this time, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Here we go. And Ion Storm. An ion storm sweeps through the system and the fleet cannot avoid it. Heavy interference has already blinded all ship sensors. I am spoiled for choice. I think, after much deliberation, I will batten the hatches. Perfect. The storm is powerful, disrupting and damaging systems across the fleet. Several ships have core malfunctions and explode. Oh, I lost 3 ships. That's great. Good thing that this is just a tutorial level and nothing can hurt me. Ha 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 ha. Well, now these boys are going to have to go to these asteroids. And I have new research. Amazing. Do I want wide bays, which larger flight decks and allow for bigger squadrons, so +1 fighter? Do I want organic armor? Organic hull substrate allows damage to be slowly repaired during combat and plus 10 health per second. Oh, it's interesting that this is, these are both an ore, and this one maybe is just, you get it? Or is there supposed to be an ore here as well? I think I'm going to pick fast missile racks anyway, because I like the sound of rapid reloading of missile ports. Yeah, so I guess it's ore. The ore decision was kind of between any of them. I only got to pick one, but that's okay. I'm going to use this Mercenaries card this time. And this Weapons Test card, because I can afford to use them both. And I will attack this barracks with my big squadron, because that little one ain't doing shit. Easy cargo. Or I suppose it would actually be pronounced escargot. Alright, here we go. Volley. Hit him with the old 1-2. Hit him with the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't realize I actually shot so many times. Yeah, so there's no way to actually target any of the enemies on the other side for sure. You basically have to rely on the idea of them automatically targeting, I guess, the biggest threat. If that makes sense. Oh, my head is spinning. It's a really good French snail accent. And now I get an extra die, which is great. Perfect, I needed it, because snake eyes, never great. Proving yourself for the next challenge. Alright. Choose your empire. To launch a campaign, click on a mission to review its details. Beating missions will drive back the Senate and bring many rewards. You'll find artifacts and perks that last the duration of a campaign, along with new cards and empire unlocks that will help in all future campaigns. To win a campaign, you need to unlock and beat the Senate War mission. If you lose your last commander or the Senate advances too far in a region, you will lose the campaign. Well, I can only choose the Hoplite Dynasty. As cold and hard as the rocks from which their ships are made, Hoplites excel at both space and ground combat. Perfect. So, these look like goals that I'm supposed to be reaching to unlock this stuff. Cards that I can earn, things like that, and basic statistics. I think that this will be where we continue next time, because I definitely want to keep playing this game, and I think it would be a great series to be my first Let's Plays. Come along with me on this journey of learning and exploration of space with the Hoplite Dynasty. And I will see you here, hopefully, next time on this channel. Brave Sir Oingo. Love ya. Bye-bye.